Hey up everyone, I'm Serious Circuit and welcome back to House Flipper. Now for today we are going to continue with the challenge that we set ourselves last week, which is where we design houses specifically for certain clients based on their preferences. But unlike last week, hopefully we are a little bit more successful considering that the first pot, the Johnsons, did not appreciate our attempts to build them a home. Now this isn't the house that we're going to be doing. I will load that in just a second. But yeah, today we're going to take on a different buyer. So without further ado, shall we get to it? So now let's do the property description of the place. So this is the house we're doing. Again, this is a sneak peek for next week's house. But it's called the Many Generations House. It's a great opportunity a sturdy house from the 1990s, on a large plot of land with a great location for major renovation. Many unofficial tenants have lived in this house. The smallest ones still live there. Oh god, don't tell me there's some like cockroaches or something. If there is, you don't have to worry. Because I turned off cockroaches. By that I mean I turned them into glass shards instead, because they make this little like creepy crawly bug leg noise and it does my head in. So I turned it off and I've put them as glass. So for all of you who also suffer the same problem, you don't have to worry. But let's have a look at the quick sneaky previews. So this is what the house looks like on the outside. Doesn't look too bad. The inside, on the other hand, is a completely different matter. But yeah, let's go. Okay, and this is the house. I will just say straight up that I did make this house my office after I sold my last house. So that's why you can't see the people on the side. But yeah, that's why also there's a laptop just sat on the floor. Just pretend it's not there. I did read the property description, but I still at the property. Because I forgot when I ended my recording session last week to turn to switch house. So here we are, being the ever professional renovator and YouTuber. But yeah, this is what the house looks like on the outside. So I'll tell you which client we're going to renovate for today. Buyers. So we couldn't get them. I'm thinking of leaving them because there's so many members until later on. So I thought today we could have a go at one of these other several different families. We sold to them the last time, and as you can see, they've bought us quite a few houses. They brought House After Flood and Foodie's house. So I want to see if there's any that I haven't been able to sell to. I mean, I've not sold to him. I've not sold to him or him or him. I've sold them 2 houses as well. I've sold him none. I've sold him a few houses. I sold them a few houses, and I sold her no houses. I think I'm gonna go for the first one, him. Maybe I'll see what he likes. He likes to have a place to sleep. I like to have, there's only 1 bedroom, all my books will fit on the shelves. I'm not sure if I can put all my books in this house. Why is that green if he doesn't like it? The place to study should be near where I sleep. There is no place where I booked a bookcase. I want a bedroom in my house, but only 1 bedroom. So I have a feeling he's going to be hard because he's a student, so he'd probably be better off with a smaller property. But I don't think we have a smaller property, so I'm going to leave him be. This guy hasn't brought any either. Dolan Trusk. He is 56 years old, tax official. He's a real Scrooge. Brilliant. I'm looking forward to doing a house for him. Exactly just 1 bedroom. There is enough room for all my documents. Exactly 1 bathroom. Great. The hallway looks impressive. Guess we'll feel overwhelmed, right? So he wants basically a fancy place. Enough place for all of us. He says he needs a separate office, which is in his dislike. So why are they in his dislike? A lack of bathroom is too much for me. I want 1 bedroom, not 2, and there's no place for my documents and books. So he likes documents and books. He wants fancy furniture, and he wants 1 bedroom. So let's see if we can get the horrible tax agent 1 house, so he's off our back for the rest of the session. Maybe we could bribe him to give us some tax relief or whatever. I don't know. I don't know what you do to bribe a tax officer. I'm not that clever. But yeah, without further ado, should we get on to the before tour? I know we're all excited to see the inside. Okay, so this is the before tour. I'm a numpty. I always do the outside first. Ignore that, pretend you didn't see that. But yeah, this is the before tour, so as you can see, there's lots of weeds and stuff. Again, this is just a base game property, so I won't be doing anything to the garden apart from mowing it. I'm not setting myself a distinct time limit either. I just want to get that 1 buyer. It seems he's got a back door, so maybe with how much space, this looks like it's a bit more spacious than a lot of the other houses. We won't have to like rearrange where the back door is, like I've had to a couple of times. But yeah, as you can see, it's just a plain old boring white panelled house with windows. So the doors are always ruined on these houses. Like, how does the front door always get so wrecked? And the interior doors. But it's got like a nice little corridor. This is the horrible, dingy bathroom. I'm going to leave before I need to get my vaccinations back up to date. Here is the home library, apparently. I don't know how it qualifies as a home library when there's hardly anything in here, like bookcase-wise. This is the living and dining room and kitchenette. Okay. And we've got in here a bedroom. So the guy was moaning about more than one bedroom. But yeah, let's just do a thorough pan around this room. As you can see, there's lots of bits and pieces all over the place, strewn all over the place. So we're going to have to fix this. And this is a bedroom. Okay, I'm getting a feel for the place. We're gonna have to reorganize a few bits and pieces because I feel like it needs changing. Like, I would never ever put a bedroom right by the front door. It just gives me the heebie-jeebies. Like, it makes my anxiety go off. But yeah, without further ado, shall we get on with renovating this place? I keep saying that every single time without further ado. I just don't have a better word to fill in. But yeah, let the renovation begin. and the renovation is complete, so hopefully we've managed to get the guy who likes to have his home office. As you can see, I actually changed this house from being my own office to a house that I can sell. So without further ado, I'll give you the after tour of the place, and then we'll do all our usual stuff as we go along. The outside, as you can see, has not changed too much. It's just some of the windows have changed. Now, I really wish I could have those panels, I don't know what they're called, on these windows, but they just don't come with them. So yeah, generally speaking, the features are pretty much all the same, apart from the doors have now changed into a more elegant style, which I think better suited the doctor accountant man. I can't remember what he does something. But yeah, should we have a look inside? We've got big open double doors, which I think really widen up the entryway when you're trying to enter a house. And I've gone for like nice little elegant decorations. So I went for the most expensive vase, and I got my little coat hooks there for you if you want to put your coats up really quickly. I've got this little washing machine and radiator situation. I couldn't really fit it in with the kitchen where I wanted to, so I kind of separated it off with walled off so that it would be like its own little space, and again another little shoe rack. And I added this in for a little pop of colour. I think it really suits the situation. And now we should have a look. So this is about the same layout as the original house had. I just swapped a few rooms around. So this is our new bathroom. As you remember before, it was really, really dingy and obviously outdated tiles. So I've updated it with splashes of colour, but generally tried to keep things very monochromatic at the same time, because I get the feeling that he's a very serious man. So you wouldn't have very much colour around, but you would have some kind of pops here and there, I imagine, to make it look more homely, to make it more comfortable for those who he was looking after and helping out. I'll show you that room in a minute. This room is his workspace. Now again, as I say, I try to make it very luxurious. So I've got loads of plants and loads of pots and everything everywhere to try and make it look smart, but make it look a bit more lived in. Now I could have put books across here, but if he's an accountant, he's probably going to want to put his own books in, you know. So this is his office space. He's got a nice big desk with a really fancy computer and whatnot on. Obviously, you know, if you were having your own house, this wouldn't come with it, but for the sake of trying to entice him into buying it, I did this. And I added in lots of bookcases for him to be happy, and a little sitting area for his clients should they, you know, need to have their own discussions. I was debating putting a chair here, but I thought he could provide his own chair should he need it, or he can come and sit over here with his clients. And then I've gone for lovely blue pictures again with the pops of colour with the match the blinds and the plant pot, to try and keep things smart but make it more welcoming rather than just being boring black and white and grey. And that's why I've gone for lovely warm wood tones. Now obviously, being that he is a human being, he does need to be able to actually live in his home. So obviously I've got the bathroom there with different bits and pieces. So this is the actual main living space. As you can see, it's really brightened up from what it was before. I still didn't figure out what the uninvited guests were. I couldn't figure it out, but I've gone for like a blue and white theme with, again, warm wood tones, because I feel like a smart man like him would have very nice warm wood tones. But he's also got lots of fancy cupboards. These are the most expensive cupboards in the game, but he's got plenty of storage for a single man on his own. And I've added in little touches that you would have in the house, like, you know, your bin and your washing basket and stuff. So as you can see, there wasn't really space to fit the washing machine. I did debate putting it there, but then I realised it would block this cupboard, so I thought that wouldn't really make much logical sense. And then again, I've gone with nice bright curtains and open living room space and modern fixings for most of this house. I try to blend comfort with modernness, because my typical style tends to be, I love a bit more of like an old-fashioned oak and wood and, you know, furniture, but I tried to go for a bit more of a modern edge in this house. And again, as you can see, I've added in lots of little books for him and whatnot, and a big TV, because everyone's got to have a big TV. And these curtains do shut. Obviously, you wouldn't glitch them through your furniture in real life, but they do shut, which is nice. I like that they shut, basically. It makes it seem very cozy at night time, you know. And I believe these windows do not open, but you can get ones that do open. I just put the wrong ones in, and this is the back door that leads to the back porch. So I kept it in the same place. I just changed the type of door so it matches the rest of the doors in the house. So yeah, this is the main lived in area, the kitchen, you know. I haven't bothered to put crockery and whatnot. This is actually the fridge, just because it looks like a cupboard, but it is a fridge that goes with this set. So yeah, just to make sure everybody knows that there is actually a fridge in this place. And you've got your little hob cover. I can't remember what you call them. And then again, you got some hooks here should you want to put some towels on it, or dog leads and whatnot. Made sure the place was very nice and open. And again, I kept these sliding doors from before. These were originally sliding doors. I just changed them so that they were not see-through anymore, to kind of create that separation from the entryway to the main living space. And this is the last room, the big bedroom. And I've gone for kind of like a green theme. These walls are green. They look a bit grey, but they are actually green. And I've gone for green because it's a very vibrant and natural colour. But again, it pops out in comparison to the rest of the room. And like the dark furniture, I think it complements it very well. And again, I went with black furniture because I feel like being a man on his own, he'd probably love like dark furnitures and the contrast between light and dark. So I feel like this room again, it's very minimalist in many ways, but it's also like very much lived in, which I feel like a sensible man would have, lived in room in case he had guests over or friends over or certain other friends over. He's gonna be well off, so he's gonna have a smart looking home basically. And yeah, that is the whole place. So we're gonna see. Actually no, we won't do that just yet. We will do the retail description first. So given what the place looks like now, this would be how I would put it on the market, and then we're going to see if we could actually put it on the market, how much profit we'll make, and if we got our target audience. I am hoping that the game doesn't just glitch out and say that he's not happy about something that I have done, because sometimes it does do that, and that really irritates me, because I'm like, what's wrong? But yeah, without further ado, let's pretend we are a retailer. So yeah, if I was putting this house on the market, I would advertise it as follows. So I'd say this house has had its whole interior repaired, replaced, and it is now completely up to date. To go alongside this perfectly, this house has been fitted with a in-house office space, which can easily accommodate those who prefer to keep things simple and work from home. Furthermore, when the mood strikes for company, no occupants will have to sacrifice their own space, as this house also comes with a luxurious open plan kitchen and living room, making it well suited to both entertaining and working hard. Finally, as the day draws to a close, this house will be a very restful sanctuary from the hubbub of the day, given its large master bedroom and fully renovated bathroom with a deep bathtub, making both areas perfect to relax and unwind with. This house is a fantastic choice for those who want to have a little of each part of their world come together. So that would be how I would advertise it. I hope it sounds appealing. Oh yeah, I also need to talk about how long this renovation took me. So this renovation didn't take me as long as a lot of other renovations did. It actually took me less time. But I think it was because, generally speaking, it was only really a couple of walls that needed repair, and I kept the layout pretty much exactly the same. I just swapped the rooms, so I didn't really break anything. So I didn't have to rearrange all the walls and everything like I normally do. So that was great. So in total, this build took me 3 hours and 22 minutes. House Flipper is by far my longest videos to record. But yeah, let's see how much we can sell it for. So again, I haven't done the garden, so I'm not going to submit it for a garden contest, as this is a base game property. So I didn't want to add to my profits by doing the gardens, basically. I'm saving that for if I do get around to doing the garden property. So I'm going to put it onto auction, and we're going to see what is right and what is wrong with it. We're aiming for the blonde-haired accountant man. I can't remember what his name is. Okay, so he's fairly high, but he's not the highest. See, he says he's got no negative opinions, but as you can see there, if I had a sauna, it would be great. So exactly just one bedroom, perfect. Exactly one bathroom, great. A room for an office, good. A hallway looks impressive. Guests will feel overwhelmed right from the start. There is enough room for all my documents. He's happy. Meanwhile, these guys aren't. They've got a complaint there are too many rooms. So I don't know why he doesn't want it. But you know what? I'm going to say for this one, because all of his needs are met, I'm going to try and sell it to... I'm just going to say that we sold it to him, because it won't actually let me sell it to him. Like, I can't accept his offer if their offer is the highest. So I have to, accept their offer as it is. That really disappoints me, because I don't understand when the game does that sometimes. It just does that. It just says, oh yeah, no, this guy has no complaints, but he's also not the highest rated. So I'm going to count that one as a win for the accountant because he should have been picked. Say what you like about it, but I'm counting it as one for the accountant, so I'm striking him off because, as I say, if it's a glitch in the game, it's not my fault, not my problem. So yeah, that means that we no longer have to build to please him, at least, which is, what's the word I'm looking for? I can't remember what the saying is. Something like, oh, a strike off my list or something like that. I don't know. Something along those lines. But yeah, again, my final thoughts, the property, I would say, you know, generally speaking, it wasn't overly difficult to do, and I felt like it suited very much the gentleman I was doing it for, so I'm a little disappointed that it didn't work out the way I hoped in that the game is being funny. But other than that, the build was quite fun to do and was quite relaxing. I like doing them for certain like family types, because usually I just build the house and I just sell it to whoever the highest bidder is, because you can't sell it to anybody else. So it was nice to just be able to try and get the character to like whatever you've done for them. But even though it's perfect, it's still not perfect. So House Flipper devs, please fix this, because it's really frustrating when you're trying to do a build and they come up with, I don't know, there must be some sort of glitch in the software, because you can see when you load up the menu, you know, it comes up with, there must be a sauna in his house, but nowhere on his thing does it say that he wants saunas. And then when you click on it, obviously that complaint isn't there. But aside from that, it was really fun and I really quite enjoyed it. And I hope you guys did too. And that's where we get on to our last bit. So I'm going to call it there for now. So if you did enjoy it, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all next week. Bye for now.